One Church, One School celebrates Women in History Month 2023. One Church, One School recognizes women have a long, in-depth, and expansive relationship with education, students, and schools. This relationship, of course, began in the home and initially grew in the faith community. We could not list these hundreds of thousands of women who have made such great contributions. One Church, One School salutes and appreciates all of them. For Women in History Month 2023, we highlight these past and present women who directly and indirectly have influenced the 30-year history of the vision, mission, and work of One Church, One School, teaching young people to value life and learning. Harriet Tubman, born Araminta Ross in March 1822, she was an American abolitionist and social activist. Harriet Tubman escaped and subsequently made several missions to rescue approximately hundreds of enslaved people, including family and friends, using the network of anti-slavery activists and safe houses known as the Underground Railroad. We salute you, Harriet Tubman. Bishop Teresa Elaine Jefferson Snorton is a bishop in the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church. She became the first woman to be elevated to the episcopate in her denomination when she was elected as the 59th CME bishop in 2010. From 2011 to 2022, she was the presiding bishop for the 5th Episcopal District, which has oversight of CME churches in Alabama and Florida. In 2022, she was appointed as the church's Ecumenical and Development Officer. We salute you, Bishop Jefferson Snorton. Bishop Denise Anders Modest was elected the 65th Bishop of the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church during the 40th General Conference in Cincinnati, Ohio. On June 28, 2022, she made history by becoming the second female bishop in the 152-year life of this religious denomination. Following her 2022 election, Bishop Anders Modest was assigned as a presiding prelate of the 2nd Episcopal District of the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church, comprising the states of Kentucky, Ohio, and Central Indiana. One Church, One School salutes you, Bishop Modest. Marian Wright Edelman is an American activist for civil rights and children's rights. She is the founder and president emerita of the Children's Defense Fund. She influenced leaders such as Martin Luther King. Edelman was the first African-American woman admitted to the Mississippi bar in 1964. She began practicing law with the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Funds Mississippi office, working on racial justice issues connected with the civil rights movement and representing activists during the Mississippi Freedom Summer of 1964. She also helped establish the Head Start program and the Freedom Schools. One Church, One School salutes you, Dr. Marian Wright Edelman. Dr. Teresa Duhart was elected the General Secretary of Communication and Information Technology and as the Chief Information Officer at the 2022 General Conference of the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church. This position oversees the department and staff processes, communications, and technologies to ensure deliverable outcomes that support the goals of the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church. Dr. Duhart and Dr. Princess Pegues co-founded the Communication and Information Technology Ministry at the 1998 General Conference. Dr. Duhart served as president of the Communication and Information Technology Connectional Department from 2010 to 2022. Dr. Duhart, One Church, One School salutes you. Mrs. Lillian Curlett has served as the One Church, One School Episcopal Director for the 3rd Episcopal District for the CME Church for over 20 years. She is the Executive Director at Jameson Memorial Human Resource and Development Agency in St. Louis, Missouri. Currently, she serves as the Executive Director of the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church Community Development Corporation. She has many years of experience in leading complex organizations and nonprofits. Mrs. Curlett faithfully serves at Jameson Memorial Human Resource and Development Agency. There, she invests her time, talents, and treasures in support of after-school and summer learning enrichment programs targeting children attending low-performing and from low-income families to improve academic performance and personal development. Mrs. Lillian Curlett, One Church, One School salutes you. Dr. Barbara Easton Watkins is currently the superintendent of the Michigan City Area Schools in Michigan City, Indiana. Previously, Dr. Easton Watkins served as the Chief Education Officer of the Chicago Public Schools. As the lead curriculum and instruction strategist for the third largest school district in the nation, Dr. Easton Watkins led efforts to reform policies and institute key initiatives to diminish the lingering achievement gap. Prior to her appointment as CPS Chief Education Officer, Dr. Easton Watkins was a nationally recognized school principal from the Chicago Woodland community. There, she led in the implementation of One Church, One School partnership initiatives. We salute you, Dr. Barbara Easton Watkins.